I've got too many laptops here. Honestly, my girlfriend hates me. I've got laptops bleeding out the house at this point. Hello and welcome once again to Expert Zone UKI, all things Microsoft. This is the third in our series all about Microsoft 365 across different devices. If you missed the last two, you can check them out right now. There is a link in the description where we talk about 365 on Mac and 365 on Chromebook / the mobile apps via the links in the description. As I just said, go check them out now if you want to. If you did watch those two, you will know that when it comes to Microsoft 365, there is a slight difference between Windows and Mac OS, and there is a much bigger difference when it comes to Chromebook, or more specifically, the mobile apps. So, what can you do if you wish to have the same experience regardless of whether you're using a PC, a Mac, a Chromebook, a tablet, a large screen piece of tech that can access the web, whatever the case is? That, my good friends, would be the web apps. As ever, disclaimer, this is an overview of the web apps for Microsoft 365. If you'd like a more detailed look at the individual apps, let us know in the comments. So, as you can see here, we have three laptops of my choice out on the table. We have one Windows, one Mac OS, and one Chromebook. And as you can see, they all have the Office landing page open at the moment. If you go to office.com and log in with your Microsoft account, this is the kind of page that you will see. You can access your most recent files from OneDrive, pinned files, and ones shared with you. Plus, it's your hub to all the web applications. So Word, PowerPoint, Excel, all of that. But wait, Adam! Aren't the web versions of Office apps free to use? Yes, they are. Sort of. You can see here next to where it says my account, a little diamond symbol, which means I have access to premium features as part of Microsoft 365. It used to be the case that Office Online was simply the free version that you could use, which didn't have as many features as the desktop versions. However, you now have access to premium features in these apps with a Microsoft 365 subscription. The main restrictions you'll see without a subscription will be various editing tools across apps, from paragraphing to pivot table controls, etc. But the biggest for me is the design assets. So Microsoft 365 gets you access to hundreds of premium templates, premium designs, a stock image library of thousands of photos and backgrounds, more fonts, more options and design ideas for PowerPoint, icons. There are tons. And if it sounds like I'm selling it to you, it's because yeah, I basically am. I mean, look at the name of the channel, come on. In all seriousness though, having access to those design features is a massive help. Everything you will see in this video is us using the web apps on our Surface Laptop 3 with a Microsoft 365 subscription active, so keep that in mind. Anyway, the big advantage with the web apps is you've got a much more consistent flow. It's all in your web browser, so it's just one window with multiple tabs. If we open up Word here even, you can see straight away that it looks a lot more like the desktop version, and you can still minimize that ribbon though if you so wish for a simplified style. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still a few features that you'll see are reserved for the desktop apps. The desktop apps are ultimately the total experience. In Word, for instance, its amazing referencing tools for bibliographies and such aren't there, and inking tools across the board are much more limited. The thing is though, the web apps, for whatever reason, get some amazing features that aren't in the desktop applications. I'll repeat that, they aren't in the desktop applications, currently. For instance, in PowerPoint, Microsoft 365 subscribers can get access to Presenter Coach. So for all those times you need to practice for a presentation, you can literally just practice to yourself in your own space, and Presenter Coach will give you live feedback and a full report summary of how you did with things like tone and pace highlighted. I am here today to present to you... Oh, my tone is flat. Thanks, Presenter Coach. Another difference you will find is with Microsoft Editor, a feature that's built into Word. Now, if you aren't a subscriber and you use the free version of Word Online, Editor will point out basic spelling and grammar. However, if you are a subscriber, you'll get access to a large amount of data, including an editor score, refinements for things like clarity, formality, and more, stats on readability, enhanced navigation. The mad thing is that yes, Editor is in the desktop version of Word, but you can see here from the design for Word Online, it's much more slick, and the stats are nowhere to be seen on the desktop version. As I say, this is only for the time being, but it certainly goes a long way into thinking why using the web apps is actually quite useful. You can expect the same sort of things with Excel in terms of online limitations, but again, let's move on. Let's look at OneDrive. Now, if you're using the web apps, OneDrive is your hub. I mean, it should be your hub for Office anyway, but Office Online is literally online. So in that case, it really has to be, really no other choice. As you can see in any of the core Office apps, we still have the same sharing functionality. And if you go to the OneDrive webpage, you can explore more details as well, which is really useful for checking how secure your files actually are. For instance, you may have shared a file via a web link, which once it's sent can be opened by anyone. So you can just click on the info icon and remove the web link entirely, so it won't work for anyone anymore. And your files are secure. Don't forget, as well as that, regardless of what device you are using, being a MacBook or a Windows device or a Chromebook or whatever, you can upload straight to the web page and take advantage of that 1 terabyte of storage. As for Outlook, I won't spend too long here. A lot of the functions and options you'd expect are in Outlook Online. The major difference is the look and feel, which is closer to the mobile apps. But some of these functions and settings might be in different places than you are used to. If you are using the desktop app for Windows, for instance, signatures can be found with a button in the ribbon on the desktop app. Online, it can be found within the settings itself, so you just got to be aware of that. You can still open up your calendars, and in something which frankly looks best on the web app, you've got To Do built right into Outlook Online, which syncs the To Do app that you might have downloaded on your PC or phone, and yeah, syncs it straight into here. Really cool. That is normally where I would wrap things up, but it feels like the perfect opportunity to show you how to share your account benefits. If you have a Microsoft 365 family subscription, you can share it with up to 5 other users, 6 total including yourself. Just head to account.microsoft.com, log in, go to subscriptions, and you'll find the option to share with others, which is as simple as entering their email address. I'm all done. As we've said throughout this short series, if you'd like to get a deeper dive into the individual app differences, be that on the mobile apps, be that on Mac or Windows, web apps, or whatever, let us know in the comments. If you haven't watched them yet, you can check out our other videos on 365 for Mac here and on 365 for Chromebook / the mobile apps here. Please do subscribe, we really do appreciate it. And yeah, keep it locked on Expert Zone. See you around.